Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the old family farm and what is going to be the series finale. It's bittersweet. Love this map. Always have loved this map, and this has been a really fun series, and I really hope you all have enjoyed it as much as I have. Gonna miss it, but at the same time I am really looking forward to moving on to our next adventure. Let's go check something out real quick.
Welcome, partner. Your grandpa left you this farm. It needs a lot of work to get it in shape. Do you have what it takes to do that? Well, hell, let's just find out how good you really are.
Yeah, that's that never gets old.
Welcome, partner.
Welcome, partner. So, what are we doing today? Well, on our last work on the old family farm, I think Gwen is on the far over there. Or, I'm sorry, the Massey. Getting the job done. Let's see if she's... Looks like she's doing okay. She is set up to unload at this trailer over here. We've got the Jeepster ready to haul the grain back to the silo. And since it was my last harvest on the farm, Gwen brought me a little surprise. And it's right over yonder. She's gonna let me run the old John Deere for our last harvest. I'm pretty excited about it. We're gonna be taking care of this oat field right here. Haven't actually used this mod, to be honest with you. I remember when it first came out and it looked really nice, so I'm kind of excited about giving it a shot here on the farm. And we leased a secondary trailer, something for me to unload in right over here. Of course, the Ford hooked up to it. The Ford is looking rough, isn't it? Oh man, maybe I'll do Gwen a favor and give the Ford a paint job before I leave. Dang, this thing, yeah, boy, it's looking rough. Could use a wash and a paint job, I think. But it has served us well. Now this series John Deere is 1970, so it's a little bit out of date with some equipment we've had on the farm or tried to stick with. Of course, the Ford right here has not exactly back in the Dust Bowl era either, but it is what it is. Very nice looking interior, really nice looking mod. This is available out on the In-Game Giants mod hub as well, I believe. See if we can get that reel. Let's see, it goes way up. Is that as low as it goes? I think that's as low as it goes. Straw swath looks to be enabled. Let's get to harvesting. So like I said, a little bit bittersweet. I'm gonna miss the old family farm, but we've accomplished quite a bit. I think so far we've bought all of the existing fields. We got some bees, we got cows going, we got sheep going, we got additional production set up. What else did we do? We bought a secondary silo, a larger silo, because of our adventure with potatoes and sugar beets. We had different equipment. We were able to experiment a little bit with some older tractors and maybe some later model older tractors. Of course, we had the opportunity to meet Betty Lou and Tiny. Unfortunately, have never been heard from again since their vacation out to Vegas. God knows what happened to them. And then my sister Gwen showed up, and that's when things took a turn, right? Of course, for quite a while I was fearing for my safety. But Gwen has taken quite nicely to the farm. And has pretty much, you know, told me it's time for me to go and for her to take over, and I tend to agree. I think I've taught her everything I know and everything she needs to know to give it a good run. I actually think she'll do quite well, if not even better than I have on the farm. She's a shrewd businesswoman, and I think she will do just fine. I quite like the interior look of this old John Deere, if I can keep a halfway straight line. Hey, at least it's got a cab on it, and we're not sucking in 20 pounds of oat dust every minute. Gwen has, I guess, plans for expanding the production on the farm. She wants to take basically field to table kind of a deal, and I think she wants to start even coming out with her own line of products. It'll be interesting. Open a restaurant, possibly, she even mentioned. I mean, she's got cows. She can do beef, and trust me, she won't name the cows or grow attached to any of them. She has mixed salads, which we clearly have been producing from our production barn. Tomato sauce, spaghetti, French fries. Chocolate. She's got the dairy going with some chocolate. Chicken, she's got eggs. She's got ducks. She can make a, what is that thing, a turducken? She just needs to get some turkeys and really go to town. We'll have to check in on her in a minute here to see if she's able to unload herself over there. So why the John Deere? Well, Gwen is actually buying this John Deere. This was her first big purchase. She's invested in this thing, and she's going to be selling off the Massey, and she thought it would be a nice surprise for me to have the first harvest in the John Deere. So that was pretty nice of her, actually. A couple months ago, I would have checked to see if there was a snake in the cab, but she's proven herself to I don't know, almost trustworthy, and that's a word I didn't really think I'd ever use on old Gwen. I've got a little surprise for Gwen too that she has no idea about. I'm going to save that for the end here. Finally got her a little my going away gift to Gwen. Let's see if we can do a little more end cab action here. So hopefully the next series we'll have just as much fun on. I think we will. It's going to be a little bit different than this series, a little more modern than this series, but good throwback nonetheless. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. It's hard to kind of tell, but it looks like I'm doing at least halfway decent with keeping the old thing in line. I do like this old John Deere. Kind of wish we had this thing a while ago. Let's check on Gwen real quick and see what's happening. Oh, look at that. Just in time. Oh, that's her second unload. Nice, Gwen. How's it going, Gwen? She looks thrilled. I'm gonna miss old Gwen. And a little behind the scenes fact, it took me like 20 tries to get Gwen on in that cab when I was setting up the Courseplay course. It refused. I mean, of all times, it absolutely refused to spawn Gwen. And when it finally did, I was too quick with the click, and I went right past her, and it like took another 10 or 15 tries for me to get her on in the cab. Oh, it's so frustrating. I swear, if I knew how to make mods, that's the mod I would make. And I would call it the Gwen Selector. And people would wonder, what? Why does he call it the Gwen Selection mod? And it would simply be a mod that allows you to be able to pick the exact AI you want every time. So you don't have to just go by chance. And I was thinking about that mod, and I swear I'm probably wrong, almost no doubt wrong. But it seemed to me like that existed. But maybe not in a standalone mod, but it was part of a like another mod that had different features. Like the vehicle control add-on mod or something. I don't know, but maybe there's a, I should look it up. Maybe there's a command line, a developer command line tool that allows you to pick the AI you want. I think the problem would be Courseplay. I don't know how you would pick it with Courseplay. I think you might be able to get a mod that would work with regular in-game AI. But Courseplay AI, I'm not so sure. Or Auto Drive, I'm not so sure there would be a way to do that. But boy, that would be nice. I'd use it. I think I'd actually use it quite a bit. I like naming my hired helpers and knowing which ones are going to do what. I think there was, maybe I'm getting confused, because maybe there was a mod that let you name your hired helpers. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. But regardless, I finally did get Gwen in the cab, and all is well. I think I'm leaning to the left here a little bit on this whole row. Oh well. I don't know, for some reason this field, I find myself doing the round and round style instead of the back and forth. Maybe because of the way it's shaped. I guess it doesn't really matter how you do it, as long as you get the oats in the bin. Ooh. I think we're getting a little full. This thing does have a pretty decent capacity to it, a little bit more than the Massey. I think what I'm going to end up probably doing with this map, if I think about it, I wouldn't mind coming back to it at some point. So this is probably one of those game saves I'm going to keep around. I'd kind of like to develop a little more outside the normal farm. There's quite a bit of land around the farm. Wooded property. And I actually wouldn't mind seeing if there's some things to develop out there on the old family farm. Or something I haven't done with the old family farm that I thought would be kind of entertaining would be to play it with large equipment and just, you know, just rock it out. Some 40-foot headers, stuff like that. We should check on Gwen one more time and see what's happening over with her over yonder. Uh-oh, she stopped. Oh, no. Coming to unload. What's up, girl? Look at her driving outside the field like that, all professional. Well, for the most part. Oh, I'm so glad she never changes outfits. Those track pants with the stripe there, classic Gwen. Matchy shoes with her tank top. Oh yeah, totally Gwen style. Come on, line it up, Gwen. You can do it. Oh, she almost hit the trailer. She's got it though. You know what, maybe we'll do her a little favor here. Oh, this is a bad place to be when Gwen's in. How full is this trailer? I always forget if Courseplay is able to find. We're gonna find out. I always forget if Courseplay is capable of finding the trailer once it's moved. It should be able to, I would think. I think you have to start and stop it or something like that. There was a way I did it one time where it wouldn't find the trailer to self-unload, but then I started and stopped the AI or something, and then it figured it out again. I forget. I'll have to look. But let's get Gwen unloaded. Pretty good harvest this year. This should really be a good kickstart for her. We prepped these fields really well, so most of them are going to have 100% yield. We even took the, yeah, didn't we even take the time and trouble to mulch, I believe, to get that extra little 2% yield bonus. Well, let's get back. Coming in hot, Gwen. And we'll park here. I don't think... maybe we should give a little more room to the side there. Maybe something more like this. That'll work. And I think she's full. I think that's why she quit on us. She had to run in and go use the bathroom again. So we'll get her unloaded. That might have actually been a decent quitting spot right there, because I think I know where we can pick up the rest. Oh, oh, just a bit outside. We'll get the combine unloaded for her while she's gone. Oh, it wasn't full. Then why did she quit? What did I miss? Let's see what we've got for course course here. So she would have been coming down this way. Boy, I don't know where in the world. She stopped right there, so she must have been... I think the next thing she was going to do is make this corner right here. And then... No, that couldn't be. Couldn't be. She must have stopped right over here. This looks a little more correct. If we can get Gwen going again. This is the fun part right here. So, nearest waypoint. Let's get rid of these lines here. Maybe I'll get lucky and get Gwen on the first try. Nope, not office guy. There she is. That wasn't too bad. You okay, Gwen? I guess she's okay. Hopefully she'll keep self-unloading. And we can pick up where we left off. Oh, I'm almost full, aren't I? You know what? I should probably... Where's our... Oh, our unloader's up there. Yeah, so we need to get... We'll get one more strip done here, hopefully, and get ourselves unloaded. So like I said, with Throwback Thursday, it's not always going to be, you know, it's not always going to be old equipment. It can be new equipment. But mostly it's going to be old maps. Maps that have been around Farming Simulator for a while. And not so much just... I don't really care much about the age of the equipment as much as I do maps that I have played in the past that I really enjoyed. Oh, I like the way that thing just flips out like that. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, this John Deere is very smooth. It feels very smooth. I like the textures of the oats. What's that? Oh, it even shows the auger in there. That's pretty cool. There you go. I was going to say, you got to start draining here pretty soon. Yeah, this is a nice model. I like these old John Deeres. Pretty cool looking old combines. I wonder on the originals with the yellow reels like this, how long they would have stayed nice and yellow like that before the paint was flaking off into your oats and into your wheat. How many paint chips do you think made it through to the grain bin? Oh, I really like that little, looks like a little hat that flips up and down. That's pretty cool. I think we can cruise right over. We'll check in on Gwen here shortly, make sure she can still unload herself, so we can keep her rolling. Like I said, she should be very happy with the yield that she's getting out of this harvest. We had good weather, we had good field prep. A little bit better equipment for planting and seeding than we had originally, so I think she's going to notice that in the yields as well. For me, I'm going to take a long vacation. I'm going to go out west and see if I can track down Betty Lou and Tiny. Get some closure to their story. I have no idea what happened to them. I can only imagine. They're probably sitting in some resort right now drinking pina coladas in Mexico or something. Or in an alien spaceship being probed. It's hard to say. You know, and I've been thinking about that too. And I know that Betty Lou and Tiny are, well, they've been into aliens quite a bit. And let's just say, for argument's sake, that they were abducted. Okay? Think about what the aliens, if Betty Lou and Tiny are the representatives of the human race, think about what the aliens must be thinking about us. And I don't know why I didn't think about that before, but that is quite frightening. So you're from another planet, probably from another solar system. Obviously, if you've traveled this far, you're a very advanced race. A lot of intelligence. You've probably, you know, gotten well past all the silly things that we humans bring along with our species. And with great anticipation, all right, you make this long journey. Maybe a long journey, maybe it's not, maybe it's a short journey, who knows. But you make the journey nonetheless to the planet Earth. Maybe they've been like touring different galaxies and they really haven't stumbled across anything special. And then they find the planet Earth and they get super excited because they're like, oh my goodness, we actually finally found intelligent life on another planet. Like, they must be freaking out, right? And probably thinking to themselves, we might learn something new. You know, because they don't know if they're the smartest beings in the universe, the dumbest beings. They don't know if we're like highly advanced beyond them. No idea. And they're doing a little, you know, because you'd want to do a little reconnoiter before you land, right? You'd do a little recon, kind of fly around in your little spaceship, just to make sure, you know, you're not landing in something, you know, really harsh environment or what have you. And they're watching us for a bit, and they're thinking, yeah, not so sure about these guys. A little bit odd. They're doing some weird things down there. But let's give it a shot anyways. Maybe maybe their smart stuff is hidden. You know, maybe the stuff that separates them from the monkeys, you know, is kind of buried, you know, we're not seeing it. Maybe they're pretty secretive beings. So they decide to take a chance on us. They land. And they figure out that really the only way they're going to be able to figure us out is by nabbing a couple people. And those people happen to be Betty Lou and Tiny. Now, I can't even imagine the amount of disappointment that must have gone through them when they started doing intelligence tests and those kind of things. I mean, I'm sure the first thing out of Tiny's mouth was, you know, y'all got any beer? You know, something like that, you know. Or he started hitting on one of the better looking aliens. That'd be something Tiny would do. Oh, let's go check on Gwen again, make sure that she's doing okay. Oh, look at her go. Did she unload? She must have unloaded, right? Where's our Jeepster at? Oh yeah, she's been unloading. You go, girl. Good for you, Gwen. All right. I knew I could count on her. It reminds me of that Saturday Night Live skit. If you haven't seen that skit, oh, it's probably one of my favorite skits, Saturday Night Live skits. It's and I forget the people's names that are. There's two of the regular Saturday Night Live people, two of the female Saturday Night Live actors. I forget their names. One of them does the Verizon ads now. And then they had whoever was guest starring on Saturday Night Live was usually the third person. And it was the alien abduction. All three of them were abducted by aliens. And they were being questioned by the government, right? It's hilarious because two of the three are, had amazing experiences, right? They were like shown the universe and the meaning of life and all this stuff, and then of course there's always the third one that gets treated so bad and just abused and probed and thrown out of the spaceship and loses her pants. Every time she loses her pants on her way up to the spaceship, being beamed up to the spaceship, she always, for some reason, has, in one way or another, loses her pants. Yeah, it's a good skit. I think if you look up SNL abduction, alien abduction, you will definitely find it. Look at this last strip for me on the old family farm. Right there we go. Me and the old John Deere. I would definitely get this combine again if the situation is suited for it. I really like these old John Deeres. This is really a sweet little mod. Let's watch the little thing flip again. I really like that little thing flipping. I wonder how that flipped like that in real life. I wonder what activated that little chute to flip like that. That's so cool. I would have been one of those farmers that would have been trying to make their mind up between getting a case, IH, maybe a Massey, and the John Deere. And that's all that the John Deere dealer guy would have had to show me. He would have been like, yeah, but we got this, and show me the pipe out with the little flip on the end, and I would have bought the John Deere. Oh yeah, just for that little thing right there. And those oats look good, don't they? I don't know, there's something about that texture of these oats that's really appealing to me. We're already getting some dirt and wear in there. Look at that. It's kind of at an angle, so it goes, so it kind of gravity fed, I'm sure, down to the bottom where it's augered up. That's so cool. Let's watch one more time. Boop. Oh, wait. You can't really see the mechanism that flips that. Beacon? No beacon. No, not seeing a beacon. Hazards? Yep, hazards. Left and right blinker. Lights? What do the lights look like here? Not bad. Okay. Horn. Horn's always important. Yeah, actually that's not bad. That's better than the beep beep usually. Yeah. Oh, I like that wind down too. Very, very nice. Yep, I'm okay with that mod. I would definitely use that John Deere again. Let's go see what Gwen's doing. Oh, Gwen, are you done or did you give up? Gwen? What's going on here, sweetie? It looks like she gave up. Did she have to go to the bathroom again? Man. Gwen, you still have, looks like the headlands to do. Well, it's her farm now, so she gets to deal with it. But anyways, we're going to go show Gwen the surprise I got for her. We're going to hop in the Jeepster. Let go of this trailer. Got hooked up on there. So you're all going to have to use like a little bit of imagination. Just pretend like Gwen's riding along with us here in the Jeepster. That would be cool if we could have Gwen riding with us in the Jeepster. And a nice farewell to Santa Fe Springs one last time. Downtown District. People still listen to the same old song, drinking, telling jokes. Let's look out for a train. I have no idea if I'm going the right direction. I think I am. If not, well, we're just going to have a nice ride on the old family farm. I spent a lot of time over here too. I think I mentioned that to you all. Actually, when we were looking for more farmland, this would have been a nice field right here. Because I remember I did do a field in this area right here on the original old family farm. I got a lot of grass out of this field for a while, and then I ended up plowing it under. And putting in a regular field. So here you go, Gwen. Look what I finally got for you, honey. As a farewell gift. She's crying, by the way. You guys don't see her, but she's very emotional right now. A little embarrassed because she's being very emotional. But she seems very happy with the horses. So Gwen, these are your horses. I got you 4 of them. You need to take care of them. I already got some water in there for them and some food. Got them some oats. So they should be happy for a while. Gwen's wanted horses since she got to the farm, and I finally gave in and got her horses. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't think that's working. Can we tab out of it? Or did Gwen just shoot me? This is like the ending of The Sopranos. And I did not plan this. Well, all right then. Maybe Gwen got her last. Gwen, why? Why did you kill me? You had the farm. You had the horses. You had everything. And this is how it ends? I hear something. I think the horses are eating. Yep, I can hear the horses, so I must not be dead. I can't tab to another vehicle. I can't dismount from the horses. There's God mode. The command mode. Maybe I am in heaven. Well, hopefully. Well, that's it then for the old family farm. I didn't plan on a Sopranos ending, but there you go. You got your Sopranos ending. Things just went black. But seriously though, I have no idea what happened. But thank you all for watching the old family farm. It's been a lot of fun, and I love this map, and I've really enjoyed this series. But time to move on to our next best thing, and I'm really looking forward to getting started on that. So I'll see you all on Friday back in Hinterland. And until then, take care of yourselves. Please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Sorry if it's not the ending you were looking for. Don't hold that against me. Things just didn't work right with the horses. So take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.